Florida. Purchased from Spain in 1819, the United States admitted it to the Union 2 decades later, making it the country's 27th state. Because of the generally warm climates, Florida has stimulated many developments of migration throughout history, and today it is one of the fastest-growing states in the country.
Florida was an opportunity for many in the 1850s through into the 1890s to come down to open land.
Folks would move from the South Carolina area through Georgia and down into Florida. Property was cheap. They had timber that could be harvested and sold. Fishing was an important industry, but I think probably the biggest industry back then and even today was agriculture. And a lot of folks don't realize how important the cattle industry was and still is to the state of Florida.
Civilizations are defined by their history, and helping to educate future generations to have a better understanding of the past can enrich their sense of place and the community they live in.
It's very important to preserve the cultural resources of Florida through the buildings and the culture of the people. It is a place that many people move to, and we lose a lot of our history very quickly. So it's very important to preserve it for the future generations.
Preserving historical and cultural resources can have great societal and economic benefits for a community. Founded with the purpose of preserving the state's heritage and located at the state fairgrounds, Cracker Country is a rural living history museum that recreates a local Florida town from the 1890s.
We feel that Cracker Country is a very important part of preserving Florida's history. By moving these buildings here from the 1885 to 1917 period, we can really preserve the culture of rural Floridians in that time period. How they would have lived, what buildings would have been part of their lives, what chores they would have done in their daily lives. All these things are arts and tasks that are being lost to the future, and we can preserve the past by presenting them here.
The Florida State Fair Authority is a dedicated group of individuals who oversee the operations of the state fairgrounds as well as the annual Florida State Fair, with the mission to create positive educational and entertainment experiences for the community.
The Florida State Fair Authority always has believed in giving back and sharing. Through our Youth Fine Arts program, we give away a lot of scholarships each year to school children that they can use to help go to college. We support the Hillsborough County Education Foundation. We provide free online learning resources that school teachers can use free of charge to educate their students about agriculture, about Florida's past, and just a host of other things.
Located in Tampa, the annual Florida State Fair is 12 consecutive days of live shows, music, rides, food, and fun, as well as a salute to Florida's very best in the agricultural and equestrian industries.
When I think about the fair, I think about education, entertainment, and agriculture. And I feel like those are the three things that we need to present as a fair authority.
There is always plenty of excitement in the air all over the fairgrounds. Considered by some to be the state's largest classroom, the Florida State Fair offers a variety of educational exhibits and tours that provide fun learning experiences while seeing the sights and participating in hands-on activities that everyone can enjoy.
We have some great programming, ag venture programs, tours in Cracker Country. We do very similar things. We have school tours for children. We do fall school tours, spring school tours.
We have kids here from North Florida all the way down to South Florida that'll bring their animals in here. We have steers coming from Miami. We've had hogs come up from Miami. The kids have a great opportunity to learn how to take care of another living thing.
Well, the Champion of Champions program here at the Florida State Fair is a really neat way to recognize the outstanding exhibitors in each of the animals, and it really rewards exhibitors for doing more than just showing their animal, but also getting involved in the educational aspects, which are so important.
For our school tour programs, when they come out, they do 8 or 9 hands-on activities, chores from the 1890s. They wash laundry, they make a rope, they make a candle, doing some of the things that children would have done, and gives them a glimpse of what their life would have been like 100 years ago.
At the Florida State Fairgrounds, you can take advantage of an afternoon and attend all types of equestrian events and competitions at the Bob Thomas Equestrian Center. Sign up for an agribusiness fair tour to see the ins and outs of Florida's agriculture, or just relax under an oak tree as you take in rural Florida at its finest inside the Fairgrounds Rural Living History Museum, Cracker Country.
I think it's around 1,200 kids that are participating in some of the competitive events that are going on during the course of the fair where they learn a lot about accountability and those kind of things that are so important in life. And then, of course, the Cracker Country just gives the people of Florida, and especially the young people of Florida, a good sense of the turn of the century living, stuff that is so different than it is in 2011. And it's a real eye-opening thing, not just for the kids, but the parents.
The Florida State Fair is more than a fair, it's the best time of the year. For more information, please visit floridastatefair.com.